Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the beautiful campus of Fremont High School in Northeast Indiana as we get ready for the Fremont High School's varsity season home opener. The varsity's played 4 games, and somehow none of them have been home due to weather cancellations and the like of that. So we'll finally get to play a home game as Fremont takes on 3A perennial power in Class 3A, the Leo Lions. We are scheduled for first pitch in approximately 14 minutes at 5:30. Had a little bit of a scare with the weather, but it's cleared off a little bit, and as the winds start to veer to the northwest, good spot for hitters. Looks like we might be able to play this game. Grounds crew did a good job with the dirt and the grass, keeping it relatively dry, and tarps did their job, so looks like we may actually be able to play. The Eagles have already had 2 games earlier this week canceled due to weather, so we were hoping to not have that 3 in a row. Shout out to the rest of the crew with me today. We got Maddie Youts on music and scoreboard. We've got, Maddie Utes. We've got Eric Pentecost on public address announcer and Micah Pentecost on camera for tonight's broadcast. Once again, the first broadcast of Fremont Eagles Network this year, for the baseball season, that is. Fremont Eagles Network usually broadcasts volleyball and football during the fall season, and then girls basketball and boys basketball during the winter season, but I believe baseball will be the only sport that Fremont Eagles Network broadcasts this season, as we do not have any Wi-Fi down at the softball complex. Eagles finishing up their infield right now. Leo taking their turn. Eagles come in with a record of 2-2. They lost to DeKalb in the season opener, and then no-hit and run ruled Central Noble in their second game and beat state finalist in Class 2A, Eastside, also a conference opponent and conference champion from last year, in a very close, very tense game, and then lost to also conference opponent Westview last Saturday. Leo comes in with a record of 3-1, all with, I've heard, 9 new varsity starters. Leo was top 10, maybe top 5, I believe, in Class 3A last year for baseball. Ended up graduating 9 starters, so 9 new starters this year. But clearly they're not having too rough a time of it, going 750 on the year right now for a record. Key players for Fremont include starting pitcher Ethan Bach, who will be towing the rubber for the Eagles today. They also have ace pitcher, who is on rest today, but will be playing third, I believe. That may be shortstop, actually. He's either third or shortstop. He's been practicing at both. And catcher Nick Miller, who last year had it was like a 450 batting average or something. He's all-state, as they'll be saving Pentecost for the Saturday doubleheader against conference opponent Angola, also a rivalry, as Angola is less than 15 minutes south of Fremont. Fremont with a very solid record, very solid season last year, coming in, I believe, at 25-8, 23-8 maybe, and being ranked at some point in the top 10 for Class 1A, but ended up just falling short, being second place in both the conference tournament and the sectional tournament hosted at Fremont. So disappointing there for Fremont, but they returned their 3 best players and hope to have a pretty decent, successful season this year and maybe do something in the state tournament as well. It's not often you see schools with this much disparity in size play each other, although you're more likely to see it in baseball than in basketball or football. Fremont has also played a 4A program, which was DeKalb in the season opener. Got a little bit of a brisk wind today heading out to the northwest. If batter's going to pull on it, that might help them. Some somewhat sloppy conditions here tonight at the Eagle Field, but nothing they haven't seen before. I'm sure they'll deal with it. They had to deal with 25-mile-per-hour winds heading straight towards the backstop when they played Eastside a week ago. The Eagles are coached by veteran head coach Justin Bach, who has won 2 sectional championships within the last 5 years. And of course, all spring sports were canceled for the 2020 season due to COVID. He just fell short a couple years ago in the regional final by a couple runs. So he's used to lots of success here at Fremont, even for a small program. Head coach for Leo is Gary Rogers, leading his Lions to a solid start at 3-1. I am unsure at this point if Leo has already taken their infield because we're closing into 6 minutes left before the first pitch, and Fremont hasn't finished theirs, so Leo wouldn't have time to do theirs if they haven't yet. As we will shortly have the coaches meeting, I believe, and then warm-ups and first pitch. Fremont starter Ethan Bach was the one who pitched the Eagles to a complete game victory over conference opponent Eastside a week ago. Very good game pitched by him against All-State state finalist pitcher Owen Willard, who is going Division I as a baseball pitcher. Purdue Fort Wayne, namely. So we'll see what he can dice up against the Lions here today. And I'm not sure what to expect of the Leo Lions, as Fremont doesn't play them often in any sport. But I expect them to be pretty decent, have some good arm strength, some good batting power, coming from a large school that has a lot of players to choose from. Fremont with 10 seniors on their varsity this year, so very experienced this year. Be the opposite next year, a very young team. This year's seniors won 1 sectional championship as freshmen, could not play their sophomore year due to COVID, and then just fell short by 1 run, 1-0, in 7 innings last year. I'm sure they'd love to win another sectional this year, but right now I'm sure they've just got getting a good regular season show on their mind right now. Dressing for the Eagles will be Brody Folk, Colton Guthrie, Isaac Hershey, Remington Craybill, Connor Trobaugh, Caden Huffnagel, Ethan Bach, Dylan Friend, Gable Pentecost, Jacob Wagner, Sam Verdon, Colin Green, Corbin Beeman, Isaac McFeely, and the catcher Nick Miller. The Lions will be dressing Javon Walker, Coden Brubaker, Tyler Redman, Gunnar Stuckey, Donovan Massing, Drew Worman, Gray Hepner, Kyler Decker, and Ethan DeConnick, with substitutes Cole Dave and Caleb Ensign, excuse me. As we are at 5:25, 5 minutes away from first pitch. Fremont Eagles Network is proud to be sponsored by its many generous sponsors, which I will put on the screen here as Fremont finishes its infield and the umpires prepare for the coaches' meeting. It appears that due to the weather, I presume, we will not be pushing the 5:30 start time, as Leo will be allowed to take a full infield, which they do now. I'm sure Coach Bach didn't care if they got to take a full infield or not. Looks like Leo's pitcher will warm up here, and Leo will finish their infield and get their outfielders warmed up, as we are in no hurry to start this game. It's fine if it gets dark. We've got lights. We haven't gotten remotely close to dark yet, and may not this entire season, as the days are just going to keep getting longer. I'll sign off here for a couple minutes and let you enjoy, as our producer Drew Kiesper would say, the ambience of the Fremont High School, or the ambiance, excuse me, puts that little flair on it, the high school ambiance of the sports here. And I will see you in a couple minutes for first pitch. And it appears that Leo has concluded their infield, as Fremont's players will come out to remove the batting mat, and we'll get ready for a coaches meeting, and then first pitch. I predict starting around probably 5:45, about 10 minutes from now. The weather has cleared off beautifully. It's even a little sunny now as compared to the torrential downpour we had almost earlier. Looks like the tarps did a decent job keeping the dirt dry on the mound at the plate specifically. Still a little chilly though. Players are bundled up. As it's about 49 degrees here. I don't know if the players from Fremont have played a game over 60 degrees yet, but still, the cold's not desirable. Coach Bach out there discussing field dimensions with the umpires. We got a nice 315 to each corner and 360 feet straight to center field in the flagpole. One of the farthest backstops in the conference, if not the farthest backstop, which will definitely play a role in steals, especially to home. Catchers will have to move quickly on this one. Coach is applying a little bit of quick dry to the mound, help the pitchers out when they pivot. Don't have any rolled ankles or sprained ankles here. Not a lot of fans for tonight's game. A few filtering in here and there. Of course, usually at a baseball game early in the season, weekday night, non-conference game, usually when you're going to see the least amount of people. Not a problem for us. Baseball players are used to playing without many spectators. Be a little different if it's football or basketball, I guess, but baseball's a little different. Players enjoy playing without or with spectators. As we have a few more minutes here of field maintenance and the coaches meeting before first pitch. I'll sign off for now and see you in a couple to keep.
Welcome you to Fremont High School. Please remember that all Fremont Community School grounds are tobacco-free zones. The temperature is currently 46 degrees and the skies are cloudy. The winds are blowing to the west. Now the introductions of the teams and the coaches. First, the lineup for Leo. Leading off, number 4, second baseman, Javon Walker. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 22, Colton Brubaker. Batting third in center field, number 16, Tyler Rebman. Number 13 is batting fourth and catching, Gunnar Stuckey. Batting fifth in right field, number 5, Donovan Massing. In the sixth spot, the first baseman, number 19, Drew Worman. Batting seventh, third baseman, number 10, Gray Hepner. Batting eighth, the pitcher, number 7, Kyler Decker. And batting ninth, left fielder number 3, Ethan DeConnick. Also for the Lions tonight, number 1, Cole Dave, and number 2, Caleb Enzyme. The Lions are coached by head coach Gary Rogers. Now the lineup for your Fremont Eagles. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 12, Gable Pentecost. Batting second and pitching, number 7, Ethan Bach. Catching tonight for the Eagles, number 37, Nick Miller. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 15, Jacob Wagner. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 4, Remington Craybill. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 1, Colton Guthrie. Batting seventh is number 5, Connor Troball, DHing for third baseman Caden Huffnagel. Batting eighth, second baseman, number 2, Corbin Beeman. And batting ninth, center fielder, number 0, Brody Folk. Also for Fremont tonight, number 3, Isaac Hershey, number 11, Dylan Friend, number 25, Sam Burden, 30, Colin Green, 32, Carter Meeks, and number 33, Isaac McFeely. The Eagles are coached by head coach Justin Bach, assistants Ron Colclazier, Dave Smith, Travis Parnan, Andrew Smith, and Ryan Allman. At this time, we ask that you please stand and face center field. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor our great country with the playing of our national anthem.
Thank you to public address announcer Eric Pentecost for the announcement. As here we go, 5th game for both teams this season. First game for Fremont at home. And looks like the weather will actually be decent except for the wind chill, that is. As Ethan Bach will toe the rubber and start warming up to catcher Nick Miller. Fremont has a load of games coming up for the rest of the week, even though it is already Wednesday. They'll play tomorrow in a conference game at Hamilton. They will play Friday at Eden, I believe. And then Saturday, the single game for Angola was rescheduled to be a doubleheader Saturday morning at Fremont. Rivalry game that day. And I will have to confer with my producer, but I believe Fremont Eagles Network next broadcast will be the doubleheader versus Angola. And as of yet, it is undetermined if we'll be doing one or both games. Broadcast coming through nice and clear. Got a good internet connection up here. And here we go.
Second baseman number 4, Javon Walker.
Javon Walker coming up to the plate to lead off for the Lions. Ethan Bach ready to bring first pitch. And we will have a low ball for first pitch. And a far hit that is gone on the second pitch of the game. I expected such batting power out of a 3A school like Leo, but goodness. Right off the bat, so to speak, pun intended. Looks like it may have rubbed up against Leo's bus.
Leo, shortstop, number 22, Colton Guthrie.
A quick 2 pitches, and now number 22, Colton Brubaker, senior infielder, will step up to the plate. Bach with an outside pitch on the corner that catches for a strike. And another strike as Bach is up quickly, 0-2. Bach tries to go with the strikeout pitch outside. No bite from Brubaker. As we have 1-2 count. This one is outside and in the dirt, 2-2. Fouled off behind the screen. Pitch on the way outside, as we'll go from 0-2 to 3-2. All of Bach's misses have been outside. We're trying to make him swing, not giving him anything right down the throat. He's already seen the power of Leo's hitters. This one's right down the middle, skied straight up, very high. Who's coming in, and it will drift over to Bach, pitcher for the out. Wind moved it a little bit, looked like second baseman Beeman was going to go get it, but ended up drifting over to Bach. One away in the top of the first. Tyler Redman up to bat. Pitch slightly outside from Bach, ball 1. Right down the middle, down the line. Jacob Wagner tries to get it and steps on first. A little bit of a bobble, but had plenty of time as he was right next to first from the get-go. 2 away quickly.
Catcher number 13, Gunnar Stuckey.
Gunnar Stuckey stepping up to the plate now. Catcher. As Bach tries to go for 3 outs in a row after the immediate dinger from Walker. Pitch on the way. And fair ball. Pretty much right over the plate, and they'll set up for a single. Huffnagel tried to lay out for it and just missed. Bach with a kind of a slower pitch. And batter was way in front, ripped it right down the line. Just an inch fair as we have a runner on first. Some danger on the base pass now. We'll see what Leo does in terms of base running. They did bring in a courtesy runner. Ball high. Courtesy runner Cole Dabe getting a big lead over there at first. And they try to pick off. Good move, but way to get back by Dabe. Another pickoff attempt. Fremont's known for doing that 2 in a row quickly. He's also safe there. This one is a good poke into left. Running back was Guthrie. Horrible backpedal, he missed it. He's going home, and Pentecost misses the ball on the cut. Both those could almost be counted as errors unofficially. Although it was a good poke, as Leo will now have 2 runs in this inning. Fremont has had issues with all season with catching balls in the outfield. Last season and this season, probably their weakest part of their game. And we will have a foul ball, strike 1 by Drew Worman. Runner takes advantage of the poor pickoff move by Bach and the miss by Beeman to get to third. As with 2 outs and a runner on first, they go to having a runner on, and now a runner on third. Strike by Bach. 0-2 again to Worman. Pitch on the way. Ripped to left field, but way foul. Leo's batters have been way in front of everything. I don't believe they have had a ball put in play right side of the second base yet. Thriving off of box off speed and naturally slower pitches than most ace pitchers. Outside pitch not framed well enough. Ball 1. Pitch low in the dirt from Bach. Two. Pitch on the way, fouled off to the right side. Pitch on the way, and the strikeout pitch. Just caught the outside corner. Batters in disbelief, as Fremont will get out of that dangerous inning and will now finally come to offense. Pitcher Kyle Decker will come up for Leo. Ethan Bach had 1 strikeout, no walks in that inning. Gave up 2 earned runs off of 3 hits with 21 pitches in 1 inning. So 13 strikes out of 21 pitches, not bad, but he's got to work up his efficiency and hope the defense works behind him to last longer throughout this game, or Fremont will have to send to the bullpen. Shortstop Gable Pentecost will come out, number 12, getting ready to the plate. He had a notable game against Central Noble a couple of weeks ago, no hitting them, and hitting a home run right over center field on the first pitch of the game to beat him 10-0. See what he dials up here against Leo's pitcher, as the first duel of the game begins now. Outside low for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Ripped to the left side by Pentecost, but right into the third baseman's glove. And we'll have out number 1 after 2 pitches.
Pitcher number 7, Ethan Mock.
Bach, a lefty, changed things up a little bit on Leo's pitcher. Bach led the team in batting average and was all-state last year, as we'll have one down the middle low for strike 1. Bach, one of 2 all-state players for Fremont last year. The other was a catcher, Nick Miller, also with a 400-plus batting average. Phenomenal catcher going to Indiana Tech. Low, past the catcher. Little roll to the backstop, and we will have even across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Down the spectrum, but low, as we'll have 2-1. Pitch on the way. Ripped by Bach and gets down into center. Nice poke up the middle for Bach, as Fremont will have a hit. Single for Bach. And maybe Fremont's most powerful hitter, Nick Miller, will come up, the catcher. Powerfully built, but pretty fast for his size as well. As I mentioned before, Bach and Miller are both the 2 all-state players from Fremont's squad last year. Primarily due to their success hitting, but Nick is a phenomenal catcher as well. Outside low for ball 1. Pitch on the way, and that one will cross into the strike zone to make it even once again, 1 ball, 1 strike. Eyeing first, Bach trying to mess with the pitcher's head. He'll go. Catcher will throw down, not nearly enough time. Bach's onto the base, but we will have a strike call, I believe. Count will be 1-2 on Miller. Miller will confirm with the home plate umpire that it is in fact 1-2. Got to protect the plate now. I presume the pitcher will look for some kind of off speed or curve for a strike 3 pitch. Nope, straight down. A fair ball. It's very similar to Leo's at bat last time, right down the line. Bobbled by the third baseman, there'll be no play. Bach will be held up at second though, so not much of a problem, as it just makes the force out at third, second, and first possible for Leo. So not a bad play for them, honestly. Another big player, Jacob Wagner, will come up. A good pitch that fell in there, some kind of fancy pitch for strike 1. Inside. As Fremont's got runners in scoring position to make something work. See if Leo's defense will step up to the challenge. Fouled off to the backstop by Wags, which is Jacob Wagner's nickname. And he will quickly go down 0-2 in the count over the span of 20 seconds. Fremont really having to rely on the top 4, maybe top 5 batters in their order this year, as they lost a couple of very experienced hitters. Outside pitch. Fremont with some young players this year. Starting third base, freshman Caden Huffnagel. Left fielder, also freshman Colton Guthrie, and second baseman sophomore Corbin Beeman. Even though they do have 10 seniors on the roster as well. High, and we'll be even at 2-2, as Wagner's having a good at bat here. We'll see if he can end with ball in play to at least advance the runners. He's crowding the plate, pitches in, and outside. Excuse me, he fouled it off to the backstop. I thought it just missed the bat. And it will remain 2-2. So Wagner stays alive here. Good rip. And caught by the center fielder. A diving catch. Really good poke right over second, but a foot more in front of the center fielder, and it would have been fair.
Coming to bat, right fielder, number 4, Remington Craybill.
And we'll have a courtesy runner, Colin Green, coming in for catcher Nick Miller, so you can get ready.
Courtesy runner for Fremont, number 30, Colton Green.
Next batter is Remington Craybill for the Eagles, lefty. If he can rip one into right, there's a good gap between right field and center. We'll see if he can at least score one runner. Or if Leo's defense can get out with runners on first and second. Inside and low, but will be called a strike as Craybill takes strike one. Good pull by Craybill. Almost swung it up, but pulled it just in time as it was slightly high, and we'll be even 1-1. Swing and miss by Craybill. We'll be down 1-2 as the Lions are one strike away from ending this dangerous inning. Pitch on the way, fouled straight up in the air, and will drop fair. And Fremont will score a run in this inning as second batter, Bach, will end up coming in. And Green will move to second. It appears that both teams may have thought it was going to be foul there, but just dropped fair in the left field line. The left fielder, I believe, thought it was going to go foul too. Looked pretty surprised when it fell fair. Fremont's runners also confused, though, as they will not advance to third, and Green will stay at second, Remy at first. Pitch on the way to the next batter, which is fouled out, maybe. Catcher's making a move for it, but it will be out. The batter in question will be number 1, Colton Guthrie, left fielder. One of the 2 freshmen I mentioned up and coming on this varsity squad. Looking for them to be main players on this varsity squad for the next 3 years. Guthrie really close to the plate, making the pitcher a little more uncomfortable, at least hopefully. Pitch in. Nice, fell in there for a strike. Quickly down 0-2 again. Pitch on the way, and swing and miss. Off balance by Guthrie. Not a bad inning by the Eagles, though. There were 3 hits by Bach, Miller, and Craybill. As the Eagles also held Leo's pitcher to a high pitch count. He has 16 pitches on the inning. Gray Hepner will come up for the lines now in the top of the second. First pitch is in for strike one. Bach's second pitch on the way. Also right in the spectrum. Strike two, fouled way off. Fremont's got a lot of room for the outfielders to run after those foul balls. Third pitch on the way, high, ball one. Down the middle, strike three. As Hepner will be retired for out number one.
Batting next to lead, number 7, the pitcher, Tyler Decker.
Pitch for the next batter on the way. Low. As Miller will have a discussion with the pitcher. Quick discussion. Kyle Decker, the pitcher, dueling with the pitcher, obviously, Ethan Bach. So we'll have 1-0 count with 1 out in the top of the second. Bach's pitch is on the way. Just caught the outside again for strike one. And once again, just caught the outside. Strike two. Umpire's got a white strike zone tonight, and pitchers are taking advantage of it. It's working well. This one, 2 outside for ball 2. Two-two pitch on the way from Bach. Fouled up beyond the screen. Pitch on the way, sidearm. Interesting pitch. Way outside and high. And now we have full count. Big pitch coming up here between the duelers. Pitch on the way and way high. Bach will have his first walk of the game. After having an 0-2 count, I believe. Ethan DeConnick coming in now to bat. First base will hold the runner. Bach will not take a look and will throw. Rip to left side. Stopped by Pentecost. He will not be able to make the throw, though. He dove to get the ball, but not nearly enough time to make the play at first, as we'll have 1 out and runners on first and second now. And we will now go back to the top of the lineup with Javon Walker, the one who hit the home run on the second pitch. He's got another opportunity here with 2 runners on. I'm sure the defense will be ready. And we'll have strike one as Walker offered to bunt. Pickoff move. Ball will not leave Bach's hand, though. Just scare the runner a little bit. Looks like Coach Bach will be calling a designed play. Probably some kind of pickoff move. Pitch on the way. Foul to the right. And we will be 0-2 quickly, as Bach seemed to learn from his mistakes the last time. We'll see what he dials up here. Probably take advantage of a outside pitch to catch Walker swinging. Pitch on the way, and it's in there. Strike 3. Walker is retired, and we go down to 2 outs. As second in the order, Colton Brubaker will come up, shortstop. Low in the dirt, ball one. Lions still with a chance to score here. They've had runners on first and second since 0 outs. They've had runners on first and second, I believe. Ripped up the middle. Drops in front of Folk. No attempt at the catch. We will have a play at home. Got him. And the runner tried to come home and slipped on the grass and will be thrown out by catcher Miller. I believe the Lions will get a run there, though. It was not a routine play, as let's try to deconstruct what happened there. Folk came and threw it in to cut off at the first baseman. First baseman missed it, and it was tried to be backed off by shortstop Pentecost. He missed it, went to go get it, threw it back to Miller. The runner crossing third tried to turn to go back to third and slipped, and Miller threw him out at third base. But the Lions do bring in a run. The runner right in front of the run that got out. And we'll have 3-1 here, going into the bottom of the second. Good play by Miller and the third baseman, but as it stands, Lions get 1 run in, and they stay up 3-1. Coming up to bat will be Connor Trobaugh, designated hitter for third baseman Caden Huffnagel. Trobaugh will step up to the plate for his first duel with pitcher Kyle Decker. First pitch of the half inning is on the way. A bunt attempt from Trobaugh just misses. Coach Bog really emphasizing the ability to bunt on this team, as you never know when they might be needed. 0-1 count for Trobaugh as pitch coming in, and a swing and a miss. So we'll now have 0-2. Efficient work from Leo's pitcher. And caught the outside edge. Good pitch for strike 3. Very efficient at bat. Second baseman Corbin Beeman will come up to bat now. And a low pitch for strike 1. Elite placement by Leo's pitcher here today. I'm not sure if he is their ace or not, but he is making quick work of the Eagles. This one way too low. Ball 1, and we'll be even 1-1 apiece and 1 out. Swing at high pitch will make it strike 2, 1-2. Eagles being aggressive at the plate, but not always coming up successful. As this will be a good poke, maybe over center fielder's head, and nope, it will drop right on top of him. Good poke, but right on top of him. Some games are like that. You can have great hits, but they'll just go right on top of the defense. So we'll now have 2 outs quickly in this inning, and center fielder Brody Folk will come up to bat, lefty. Number 9 hitter. Off end of the bat, fouled off to the left over the fence. from the belt, kick and deal. A bunt right in front of the catcher as he will take his time and make the good throw to first for out number 3. But the Eagles will have the top of their lineup coming up next, as I'm sure they will hope to hold the lines to no runs in this inning. So we quickly head to top of 3. Bach already with 38 pitches before the third inning even starts. I'm sure he will try to make more efficient work in the next couple innings. I'm not certain who the Eagles will use to relieve if necessary.
Leading off the inning for Rio, center fielder number 16, Tyler Redmond.
Tyler Redmond, the center fielder now, stepping up to bat. Lefty. Lefty batter, right-handed pitching versus lefty batter. Ripped down the line. And very poor throw over to first. An unfortunate sequence of defensive events for the Eagles as the ball ricocheted off of Wagner's face, and then Beeman tried to make the throw and threw it a mile over pitcher's head, as he will end up with a single off the error, but then another base off of another error. I'm sure that's not the way that Bach wanted to start the inning, but as it stands, there's a runner on second, no outs, and we'll see what Bach dials up to deal with that. Strike one swinging to Gunnar Stuckey. In the dirt. Ball one. No one covering second, so runner will be getting a decent lead off there. Bunt attempt fouls off to the right side towards Leo's dugout. 1-2 count. See if Bach can manufacture an out of this. Fouled over the right side fence. Batter certainly making it difficult on Bach, cranking up his pitch count. Bach's pitch on the way on the 1-2 count. First, he will survey second and fake the pickoff attempt, making number 16, Tyler Redmond, dive back to second. Bach's pitch finally on the way, and right past shortstop Pentecost, as Leo will bring another runner in. Not sure if that will class as an error or not, because it looked like it might have bounced off Pentecost's glove.
Number 5, right fielder Donovan Masson.
Strike one by Bach. Pickoff attempt by Bach. Close, but too late. Leo scored in all 3 innings so far with an effort to rack up more as there's still 0 outs. A second consecutive pickoff move is also unsuccessful. Pitch on the way, right into the gap. Folk will go 3, and they get the play at third. Good throw by Folk. I'll be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I did not even know Folk had the arm strength for that, but he made it work. With a rocket from center field to get the out at third. They'll go from a runner on first with 1 out to with no outs to a runner on first with 1 out. So not a bad deal for the Eagles. It's a good poke by the batter who's now on first base, but Eagles make the play at third, get the lead runner. Box pitch on the way. Catches corner for strike 1. Batter now is number 19, Drew Worman. Pickoff attempt in the dirt, scooped by the first baseman. Good talk by Leah's dugout to screen back, get the runner back. Pitch on the way inside, good pitch, jammed him. Strike 2. 0-2 count on Worman now. We'll see what Bach dials up to maybe force a swing and miss. On the way, fouled off the tip of the bat. Pitch high and outside, ball 1. Bach went for the sidearm once again. Not a big lead at first, but Bach is eyeing the runner. Pitch on the way, skied high. And it out is caught by Guthrie. Runner will run back to first, as both outs have been made by the outfield this inning. As Fremont gets quickly to 2 outs with 1 runner on after some good defensive plays. Gray Hepner batting now for the Lions. Pickoff move, unsuccessful. Box pitch, sway straight into center field, and right on top of center fielder Folk for out number 3, as the Eagles will give up a run, but only 1. As the top of their order will come up, maybe make some magic happen with their side of the bats. And we head to the bottom of 3. Bach has crested the 50 pitch count in 3 innings, so I'm sure we will see a reliever come in at some point soon. And the top of Fremont's order will come up. Gable Pentecost to bat. Fast runner and powerful hitter. We'll see if he can come up with some solid contact here after facing the pitcher once, Kyle Decker. Good poke last time, just right to the third baseman. Pitch coming in, skied straight up, but out. Fortunate there. as Pentecost will go 0-1. Pitch on the way. Little dribbler by Pentecost. And a good play by the shortstop on the field. Throw was inaccurate, but first baseman fell off and made the tag on Pentecost. Pentecost with 2 ground outs for his first 2 at-bats. Just got to work on staying through the ball, not on top. As Bach will come back now for another pitcher's duel. Bunt is foul. Ethan Bach, a very accomplished bunter. Some beautiful ones you'll see that end up right on the line between third and catcher. Pitch on the way. Rip straight up. Trouble. Catch is made by left fielder who comes sliding in to make the out. Some picture-perfect outfielder play by the Lions. Maybe their strongest part of the defense. As quickly 2 outs now as Miller will come in, and Lions hope to retire the top 3 of Fremont's order. Breaking ball too high to Miller, ball 1. Low pitch is swing and a miss by Miller, as we're now even 1-1. Pitch on the way, driven by Miller, and might drop, and will. Miller will round and look, but no chance at second there. Nice little blooper there. Into right. Call it a single. Miller's second hit of the game, and 2 at-bats. Courtesy runner Colin Green will come in for Miller. And Jacob Wagner will now come to bat. Driven foul by Wagner. Second pitch coming in now. High. 1-1. One pitch coming. Driven right side foul again. Wagner's been behind most of these pitches. I'm sure he'll be trying to speed up his swing a little bit and get in front. One and 2 pitch coming. And wild swing and miss by Wagner. Was falling backwards, tried to chop at it. And that will be the end of that, as we will go to the top of 4. Decker will lead off for the Lions. Pop it up immediately. Just in front of the catcher, Nick Miller, as he tried to make the out. Strike one off the foul ball for Bach. Lost his hat in the process, which he swiftly recovers. Bach's second pitch on the way. Driven to left field. That will be fair. Oh, no, it will be foul. Had enough distance to it to cross over the line. Great poke, though, just way out in front. Oh, 2 count here for Decker. And outside in the dirt, will not draw the swing, and we'll have 1 and 2. Pitch on the way, in the dirt outside again, where most of box misses are going, I believe, at this point. 2-2. This one will be driven far and high. Guthrie will be on it and will lose his balance, making a poor beat on the ball, and there'll be a double for the Lions. No outs, runner on second here for the Lions once again, as Ethan DeConnick will be batting, senior. Try to lay a bunt, be fouled off behind the umpire. Strike one. Pitch on the way, another bunt attempt, fouled off behind. 0-2. Bach's third pitch is high. 1-2. Strikeout pitch on the way from Bach, just misses outside. 2-2. Coming in straight up to center field. Folk will have a beat on it and make the catch and hold up the runner at second. 1 out for the Eagles now, holding the runner at second.
Second baseman, number 4, Javon Walker.
We'll now have Walker here to bat. Power hitter for the Lions. Low pitch is ball 1. Looks like Bach maybe trying to pitch around him instead of giving him something easy to hit. Also in the dirt, but Miller will corral it. He's very good at stopping those balls behind the plate. Many other catchers would have already given up several pass balls by now. Good pitch by Bach. Just catches the corner for strike 1. This one will be outside and in the dirt. 3-1. A walk here wouldn't be the worst thing for the Eagles, as it wouldn't advance the lead runner and would give a force out at all the bags, but I'm sure Bach would prefer a strikeout. Pickoff move to second. Runner's in a pickle. And the pickoff ends with Pentecost off balance making a throw in the dirt to Bach, but Bach scoops it miraculously and makes the tag on the runner to get the lead runner. Excuse me, to get the only runner for out number 2. And we'll have no runners on now. Rundown is a little dicey, but ended up with the out for the Eagles. And there will be a walk on Walker. Colton Brubaker now will come up to the plate. Fouled off to the right over the fence. Strike 1. Bach will attempt to pick off. Won't get him. Bach eyeing the runner a couple times. Pitch on the way in the dirt. Runner will go. And throw was accurate, but a little too late, as Miller had to take a couple seconds to corral the ball before throwing. Good jump by the runner. This one is ripped up the middle. And Pentecost will make the play a short. Good field, good throw, good catch by first baseman, and they will get an out there and hold the Lions to their first zilch run inning as we'll head to bottom of 4. Excuse me, it is bottom of the 3rd. No. Excuse me, no, it is the bottom of the 4th, as we had 0 runs scored in the top of the 4th by the Lions. Little bit of an issue in here in this press box, but we figured it out. As we will head to the bottom of the 4th for the Eagles and their 4, 5, and 6 batters. Eagles haven't scored since the first inning. Lions didn't score for the first time last half inning. As Remington Craybill will come up to bat. Lefty will come to the plate. Let's see what happens here in this inning. Swing and miss way in front by Craybill. Craybill swings again with a line out to short. Looks like it was off the handle. As we will have out number 1 promptly. And left fielder freshman Colton Guthrie will now step up to the plate. I believe he struck out his last plate appearance. We'll see what he does after an experience with the pitcher now. Ripped into center right on top of the center fielder. Center fielder did not have to take a step. The ball was right on top of him. Easy out. Good poke by Guthrie, though. As we will now have 2 outs. And Connor Trobaugh, designated hitter, will step up to the plate now. Designated hitter for third baseman Caden Huffnagel. Pitch on the way. Outside in the dirt for ball one. The Eagles have had that unfortunate curse that seems to befall some hitting teams where they put the ball in play plenty of times but just seem to keep hitting it right at the opponent. Well, whereas Leo has hit several balls right into the gap or in one case over the fence. 1-0 pitch on the way. And good pull by Troball there for the high pitch. That'll end up being ball two. Two-0 pitch coming. Chopping swing by Troball will miss, and we'll have 2-1. And pitch on the outside that caught the edge. Strike two. Umpire does have a wide strike zone tonight, but seems to be calling it pretty consistently for both teams, so no one can complain. And another swing and miss by Troball. As the half inning will end quickly and we'll head to the top of 5. 3 more innings to go already in this game. Game shaping up to be a short one. Number 16, Tyler Redmond will lead off against new pitcher, Isaac Hershey for the Eagles. First varsity pitching innings of the season for him, I believe. Eagles with a lot of different pitchers on this varsity squad, trying out some different ones here and there. Pitch on the way for Hershey. Good east and west, but in the dirt for ball one. Hershey's second pitch on the way. This one is in there, fouled off the tip of the bat. One and one here, 0 outs in the top of the 5th inning. Eagles got to get some defense and then get some offense off their defense. Get back in this one. Pitch right down there. Wynn carrying the ball, but right on top of Folk, and we will have the out made by the center fielder. Folk with several outs made in some form or the other this game. 1 out.
Number 13, catcher, Gunner Stuckey.
Pitch on the way. Fouled away. We'll have a race between members of the Leo and the Fremont teams to get the foul ball, and Leo will win this one. So if you're scoring this one, Leo will go up 1-0 versus Fremont, and whoever gets the foul ball first. Pitch is in just outside for ball. 1-1 with one out. High pitch fouled off just over the building by Gunnar Stuckey. One-two pitch on the way. Good two-strike pitch, but doesn't bite. We'll have 2-2. From the belt, kick and deal. And this will be skied straight up. Trouble may go out, and Pentecost will just miss the ball. Looked like he almost caught it, but was trying not to run into the dugout. Probably could have made the catch, but was trying not to run into the dugout, as the runner will stay alive. Excuse me, the batter will stay alive with 1-2. Two-two pitch on the way from Hershey, way outside, and we'll have full count. See what happens here in this pitcher-batter duel. On the way up the middle, just foul. Good for the Eagles. That would have been past Pentecost. A few other changes of note. Asbach came out, he went to the shortstop, and Pentecost moved from shortstop to third, as Huffnagel goes to the Fremont bench. Full count pitch on the way again. Outside, fouled off, so good AB here by the batter. Hershey just staying in there, hoping to get a strikeout or put out of some kind. On the way, and finally a fair batted ball that will be right on top of the first baseman, and Jacob Wagner will make the out. So good job by pitcher Isaac Hershey to still force the out even after the good AB by the batter, and we'll have 2 outs with none having reached base in this inning.
First baseman Drew Worman.
It's number 5. Number 19. That's why I looked at you weird. He looked at you weird. Good pitch by Hershey high for strike 1. Line to left, into the gap, off the fence, runner making for second. And a stand-up double for Donovan Massing into the left center gap. Drew Worman will step up to the plate now. Still 2 outs for the Eagles, but a somewhat concerning situation now. There's a runner on second, and a solid base hit will score 1. So the Eagles got to maintain this deficit as close as possible. Pitch on the way. Caught the outside edge for strike 1. I'd say that was more the catcher framing than a very good pitch, but strikes out a little wide tonight for both teams. A 1, 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Fouled off the tip of the bat. And Isaac Guthrie will win this race to get the foul ball between Leo and Fremont, and it'll now be tied 1-1 in that race. on the way. Chopped to third. Pentecostal scoop and make the throw. And the out is made at first. And Drew Worman throws his helmet in disgust. As the Eagles will get out of that inning, holding the Lions to 2 scoreless consecutive innings, as they'll try to get some going with their bats over the next couple innings. Corbin Beeman will step up to the plate for the Eagles in the bottom of the 5th. Sophomore second baseman. Pitch on the way, flying straight up. Catcher has a play, but ends up going out. As Kyle Decker will continue pitching for the Lions. He's been relatively efficient this game. He only has 51 pitches over 5 innings. In the dirt for ball 1. Decker's pitch on the way. Swung on by Beeman, little chopper, that might be trouble. Good field by the third baseman, and the scoop is made. Troublesome play to make by the third baseman, but picked it cleanly and made the throw. Took a weak hop off the ground right to the first baseman's glove, as that will be out number 1. First pitch to Folk, inside in the dirt for ball 1. Swung on by Folk, same spot as last time virtually. Third base will set his foot and make a throw, but misses in the ground. And Folk will stand up on second base. A troublesome play to third, but this time the third baseman could not make the clean running throw. Into the dirt off the first baseman's glove. And as I mentioned, those wide foul territories, long way to go to the fence, and Folk made advantage of it and got on second. As we're already at the top of the order now, Pentecost. Catcher made a good job getting down the baseline though to back up first. As third baseman Pentecost will step up now, and catcher will make some arm motions to signify what they're doing in this dangerous situation. Only one out, top of the order. We'll see if Fremont can do something. This might be their last inning of the game where they can most utilize their lineup. Pentecost has 2 ground outs so far, but has put the ball in play both times. Let's see if he can straighten out this time. Low in the dirt, ball 1. Pitcher eyeing Folk at second. No one's covering though. In the dirt again, but stopped by the catcher to prevent Folk from stealing. He'll head back to second. 2-0 hitters count for Pentecost. Pitch on the way to Pentecost. In the dirt again. Catcher fakes the throw and Folk hurries back to second. Pentecost on a 3-0 count now. Will most likely watch this one. Pitch on the way to Pentecost. Outside for ball 4. And Pentecost will march down to first. As perhaps the two most dangerous batters in Fremont's order will come up with runners on first and second. Ethan Bach and Nick Miller. Pitch on the way. Bach will feint bunt and do it down the line. Pitcher will try to make the play and won't have it, but he'll run back to third. And Folk will get back on third just before he would have been tagged. Press box is just talking about how the third baseman was not playing up, and Bach took advantage of it with a beautiful bunt down the third base line. Pitcher ended up fielding it, but did not make the throw. Probably a good choice by him. If he missed, that would have been a run scored, maybe 2. Bases juiced with power hitter Nick Miller coming up with 1 out. Let's see if Miller can make something happen for the Eagles, make this a big inning. And on the outside edge for strike 1. It's been there all night, as batter's got to adjust that, even if it is a wide strike zone. It's there for both schools. Nick down early, 0-1. He'll swing on it, and it'll get through. Yes! Yes! Pentecost digging and won't go home, as the Eagles will score 1 run off of Nick's gapper shot between third and short. Bases remain juiced, and the Eagles score 1 as Wagner comes up to bat. Jacob Wagner. Leo perhaps getting a little concerned here, but if they get a nice little grounder here from Wagner, they can quickly end this inning on a double play. Wags with pop out to right most likely, but Pentecost will probably tag. He'll dig. Throw coming into catcher, and he misses. Throw was a good throw, but blew by the catcher as Pentecost with a good jump will get home barely. 1-run game, 3-4. Wags will pop out, but will RBI Pentecost home as we have Colin Green courtesy running for Nick Miller on second base and Ethan Bach at third. And lefty Remington Craybill coming in. Eagles with a chance to tie or take the lead here as the game's coming a little close now. We have not had any mound visits this inning, as I would have expected. Coach is hoping the defense can get some plays in. Very tense here as the Lions still retain a 1-run lead in the middle of Fremont's order. Runners on second and third. Craybill will pop out right to left field, and that will be the third out. Fremont with 2 runs that inning and make it a 1-run game, but the Lions may have avoided that dangerous inning just by holding in to 1 run. As the Eagles will only have 2 innings left to make stuff work, and the Lions will now come out on offense and see if they can make this lead a little more satisfying for them. Third baseman number 10, Gray Hepner, will step up to the plate now. Hershey's second inning of pitching. Fouled off to the left side, strike one. Third baseman number 10, Gray Hepner, will step up to the plate now. Hershey's second inning of pitching. Hershey's second pitch on the way. Caught the outside edge for strike two. Third pitch on the way, fouled up and out of play. No chance at a play there. Leo sending to the bullpen for relief. Cannot make out the number from here. Hershey once again on 0-2. Pitch coming in. Line out to Pentecost. Hard bat, really good poke. Right at Pentecost though, and his reflexes were good enough to make that play. One out.
Coming to the plate, the pitcher, number 7, Tyler Decker.
Second batter for the Lions, so they'll try to bunt, and it will be foul. Barely. Took a nice hop off the infield grass to go over the line. 0-1 to Kyle Decker, the pitcher. One pitch on the way from Hershey. Just outside. Ball one. One pitch on the way from Hershey. Try to go for the off speed, just too high. 2-1. This one's up the middle, fouled up, way out of play. And we'll now have 2-2. Batter will most likely be aggressive, but he's also got 2 balls, so let's see if he can manufacture either a hit or a walk here. I'm sure Hershey will be hoping for something different. Good off speed, just too high. A good 2-strike pitch, but with 2 balls. Makes it 3-2 now. Full count pitch here. Big pitch here from Hershey. And it's up, skied high, kind of coming in, and Folk will make the grab, as I believe it's the second time Hershey has had full count and has manufactured an out. 2 outs here for the Eagles now. They can get out of this inning with 1 more. Ethan DeConning coming in to bat. And this will be the last batter for Leo, so they will have their next inning coming up with... They will have their top of their batting order coming up next inning, as is swing and a miss for strike 1 on the off speed. Grounded to shortstop Ethan Bach. Make the throw and the out. 1-2-3 inning for the Eagles. Solid pitching by Hershey in his first varsity game this year. Eagles with 2 more attempts to bat. Only down 1 run now. And it will remain Kyle Decker pitching for now. It appears that Caden Huffnagel will be batting next. Excuse me, it's not Colton Guthrie, it is Colton Guthrie, the left fielder. Left fielder Colton Guthrie coming up to the plate to bat. Let's see if he can start off things for the Eagles. This will be their 7, 8, 9 batters, I believe. Or, excuse me, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, pitch way inside. Almost clipped Guthrie. Second pitch on the way. Hard swing and a miss by Guthrie. We're even apiece, 1-1. Pitch on the way by Decker. Another off-balance swing and miss. Guthrie's kicking out his back foot for some reason, like he's trying to reach for the ball. We'll now have 1-2. Decker getting ahead here. Decker has thrown 66 pitches so far, not bad. And just on the outside edge, just missed. I'm sure there would have been no argument there if it had been called strike 3. 2-2 now. Guthrie crowding the plate, hoping to protect here. He'll foul off and stay alive. High pitch, Guthrie takes, 3-2. Full count pitch, big pitch here. And high, and Guthrie will take the walk. It was 1-2, and Guthrie will end up on first base. Isaac Hershey, the pitcher, will now come to bat. I believe he's in place of Connor Trobaugh, the former designated hitter. Lions expecting bunt with runner on, no outs. Third baseman crowding, first baseman covering first. Guthrie with a large lead. Pitcher eyeing, but he will pitch. And high for ball 1. Guthrie takes lots of big leads. Let's see if he's got the reflexes to get back on this one. There is a pickoff. There haven't been many by Leo this game. There will be a design play by Coach Bach. Batter and runner will check their wrist coaches. Catcher will try to gun Guthrie, but he's safe under it. Good steal, very good throw by catcher, good play, but Guthrie got a near perfect jump and a good slide to get under it. That will be ball 2 on Hershey, 2-0 count, as the catcher will step up to make another call to the infield. They usually have calls, it seems, and there is just a runner on second. No outs, runner on second. Bottom of the order, but Guthrie will be the tying run. I'm sure they'll be trying to bring him in here. Let's see how aggressive he is. Hopefully aggressive enough to get home, but if he's too aggressive, Leo could end up getting the out. Pitch coming in. Catcher almost throws down, will not. And that will be ball 3 for Hershey, 3-0 count. Hershey will most likely take this pitch, 3-0 count. Wouldn't be surprised to see Decker coming straight at the strike zone. He'll try to gun him. He makes it under the throw. Just got under. And there will be a walk as well. So 2 walks in this inning for Decker. He seems to be tiring a little bit. So no outs, first and third situation, and I would be shocked if there wasn't a pitching change here. And I believe we will have a pitching change here, as we have first and third with no outs. Fremont and the 8 and 9 batters, respectively. Tense situation here for both teams. Most of the game was 4-1. The Lions haven't scored in 3 innings, and we are now 4-3. Lions making some substitutions, bringing some new players in, bringing some players out, and most importantly, bringing in a new pitcher, I believe, who will be Colton Guthrie, senior, another righty, taller player. Even just changing speeds, I think, is difficult on the Eagles here since they've batted through 6 innings with that former pitcher. And we will have a little break here as the new second baseman gets some grounders and the pitcher gets some warm-ups, and Coach Bach will talk to his batter. See you in a few. Corbin Beeman coming into bat for the Eagles. Catcher will make some signals on this first and third situation with 0 outs. Wouldn't be surprised if Fremont runs to second. We'll see if the catcher throws down or not. Usually they fake the throw and hope to catch the runner coming off third. As the new pitcher, Colton Guthrie, will have his first pitch. Let's see what it looks like. He'll eye the runner on first several times. Throw down. And into the dirt, ball 1. No move by the runner. Second pitch by Brubaker. Excuse me. That will be foul. Tipped bunt. 1-1 on Beeman. not to pat myself on the back, but very smooth stream we have here tonight, folks. It's not often that we're operating at the parameters we are, but as I can tell, we have no lag whatsoever. It sounds like a very smooth stream coming in, visually and with the audio. 1-1 to Beeman, 0 outs as Brubaker will come in. He'll try to make a pick off to third. Just quick pick off. I'm not sure he was necessarily wanted to get him there, just make him stay on third a little bit. Guthrie's definitely keeping an eye on him. Hershey will run. Good bunt down the first base line. And he will tag. Excuse me, he missed the tag, but ended up throwing to first baseman for the out at first. But the Eagles will tie the game for the first time since 0-0 before the first inning. So the Eagles can take the lead here now. Only 1 out, runner on second. We got the top of our order on deck. Folk up to bat in the 9th spot. Fremont with a little less pressure now that they've tied. We'll see what happens here. He will also bunt right back to the pitcher. He'll try to make the play and will. Good play by the pitcher. Good catch by the first baseman to get that out. But Eagles with a little bit of out space though, as they'll get a runner to third. As this may be the now or never time for the Eagles to get the run in. They have a runner all the way on third and one of their top 3 batters up. Let's see what Pentecost does here. He cannot afford a sacrifice of any kind with 2 outs, but if he gets a good solid base hit, they can take the lead, and the Lions will only have 3 outs left to hopefully remedy that for them. Pitch in for strike 1. Any wild pitches could also make themselves known here with this far backstop. 0-1 to Pentecost. In the dirt, good stop by the catcher. 1-1. One count, 2 outs to Pentecost, top of the order. Maybe the biggest at bat of the game. Fouls off to the right side. Quickly down 1-2. You have to protect the plate here. Brubaker looking for his first strikeout of the game. Be a big strikeout too if he gets it. Maybe the biggest at bat of the game will come right here. And just outside and high. Once again, a pitch that even Fremont fans could not necessarily have complained if it was strike 3. Pentecost will have to hopefully be more aggressive at that on these coming pitches, 2-2. Pitch coming. And he'll line right to the right fielder. Once again, a good poke just right on top of the fielder. All 3 of Pentecost's at-bats have been good hits just right at the fielder, frustratingly. But Fremont will tie the game, as both teams have 3 outs left in the 7-inning stretch. We'll see who does more with it. Hershey, pitcher for the Eagles, hoping to end this game. He's hopefully got 3 more outs left in the top of the 7th. Game of relievers now as both relief pitchers have come in. Leo's home run hitting Javon Walker coming up now, top of the order. I'm sure Leo's fans would love it for him to put him back in the lead just that easily again. We'll see what he does though. Hershey will take a look and have the first pitch of this inning. Caught the outside edge for strike one. Good start by Hershey. Flown straight up. First baseman looking for it and makes the out off the top of the order. Good job by Hershey to induce the straight up fly out to first baseman Jacob Wagner. 1 out for the Eagles. 2 left in the regulated 7 innings for Leo. Pitcher Colton Guthrie will step up to the plate now. New pitcher's duel. In the dirt, ball 1. Pitch on the way by Hershey. And there for strike 1. One apiece across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. As this game remains very nail-bitingly close. Bunt attempt. Miller will pick up and try to make the play, and won't. He looks like he thought Hershey was going to make the play at first, and took a while to get to the ball. I'm not sure if that will be classified as an out or an error, as even if Wags had made the catch, it would not have been an out. So Leo will get away with a runner on first now, 1 out. As it would be the run that would win the game if they get that far. Tyler Redmond up to bat now, lefty. Big lead by Brubaker. It's popped up, straight up, got to communicate. Pentecost will make the play and glance over to second, but there'll be no run. Good job at Pentecost to call it and make the out. Both outs this inning have been made pop outs by the corners, third and first. 2 outs of the runner on first, as Gunnar Stuckey will come up to bat now. Leo on their last out of the 7 innings. Umpire calls time and tells Stuckey to tuck in his towel. Wouldn't be surprised if Brubaker tries to steal and get the out as close to home as possible with 2 outs. Pitch on the way, past Pentecost. Absolute missile to the left side, as Leo will keep hope alive with runners on first and second. Eagles with an opportunity at all 3 bags, though. We'll see what number 5, Donovan Massing, can dial up. Big lead at second. Eagles in double play formation. Pitch falls in there for strike 1. Off speed, it looked like, by Hershey. Hits the, and that will be a fair ball. Another hit that is right on the line, and Leo will once again take the lead after not scoring in 4 innings. 2 hits this game for the Lions in the first inning and now the 7th inning. Down the line. Hershey pitching in, fouled up, back over the building. Strike 1. Pitch on the way. Straight up, but far for Guthrie will be foul. Fell over in his attempt to catch it. Strike 2 as it stands. To the batter, Drew Worman. Hershey with a few different things you can dial up here on 0-2. Looks like he wants to switch balls. Worman will call time. Clear his eyes a little bit. Somebody must have gotten in him. Hershey's got his eyes locked now. Looses the pitch. And another one down the line. And Pentecost will dive and make the out at third. Another fair ball down the line, but he just scooped it and got the out at third on the force. Good play by Pentecost. That would have scored another run. Eagles with 3 more outs to at least tie the game and send it to extra innings. Ethan Bach, number 2 batter for the Eagles in the lineup, will step up. His first look at this new pitcher for the Lions. See what he does. They've got to get at least 1 to stay in this. Inside pitch, ball 1. Every pitch here now is cause for celebration or depression, depending on which side you're on. High, ball 2. And outside pitch on the corner, strike 1. Good bunt by Bach. Pitcher will try to make the play, but a beautiful bunt by Bach, and he'll be safe. I apologize for all my listeners who are being deafened by the celebration of the press box, but we're passionate here at Fremont High School. Nick Miller will step up to the plate now with Bach on first. Would not be surprised to see Bach attempt some kind of steal, although I'm sure Leo will be looking for that. Once again, I just gotta remind you, a beautiful bunt by Bach. He might be the best bunter in the state, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying, that's my take. You could not do it better than that. Inside pitch, good spot. Strike 1. Pickoff attempt is unsuccessful. Probably just trying to keep Bach stationary on the base. Another pickoff attempt. Also unsuccessful, probably just trying to scare Bach into staying closer to the base. Miller still waiting for the first pitch from Brubaker. Bach paving a not short, but a careful lead. On the way, ripped by Miller. It's gone! A walk-off dinger by Nicholas Miller! Eagles win! What a shot by Nicholas Miller! And he will step on the plate! You could not see a better game, ladies and gentlemen. Pitch came in, Nick turned on it, and it shot out to left field and went over that fence, and everyone went bonkers. Everyone in the press box and the concession stand is cavorting in their glee. What a game by both teams as Fremont ends up with a two-run two-run dinger by Nick Miller to go up 6-5 in their 7th inning victory over the Leo Lions, a 3A program, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. The Eagles move from 2-2 to 3-2 overall. Leo will move to a respectable 3-2 as well. Both teams will be at 3-2 now. What a game by Fremont and Leo. Leo with a chance to win it there, and Nick Miller pulls a dinger out of somewhere and just wins the game. We were looking for that all game, and came just when we needed it. Goodness. This will be talked about at school for a couple days. I'm sure Nick Miller will be getting a lot of attention for the next couple days. Very good win by Fremont. And this is not the first game they've won in the 7th inning. They also won against state finalist Eastside and conference champion in the 7th inning too. Good rebound after a poor loss to Westview last Saturday. They will go up 3-2. Their next game will be at Hamilton in a conference matchup tomorrow, also at 5:30. And then we'll also play on Friday at Eden and come back home on Saturday for another conference matchup doubleheader against Angola, which will be Fremont Eagles next stream. Mark your calendars. Fremont Eagles Network next stream will be the Angola Hornets on Saturday. Maybe one or two of the games, but the first game will be the conference game. The second game will not matter towards the conference record, only your overall record. From the beautiful campus of Fremont High School, under the lights, after a great victory for the Fremont Eagles and a great game by both teams, this is Jonah Pentecost signing off for now. We will see you on Saturday, and have a great, blessed week, ladies and gentlemen.